happily driving down the highway, your GPS guiding you every step of the way. You look down at the GPS, you're on that pink line, no deviations. Then suddenly the GPS announces,
calculating route.
You think to yourself, I'm on that pink line. The GPS knows that I'm on that pink line. Presumably the GPS knows where they're going. So why do they need to recalculate how we're going to get there? To solve this mystery, we decided to look inside the GPS unit. Joyce is a typical GPS. Her parents worked inside a toy, asking questions about the world.
A Canada question. Regina is in Saskatchewan. True or false?
Right.
For Joyce, life was black and white. It was either a or. Geography was in her blood, but she wanted to see the world for herself. She started out as an assistant GPS. This was difficult at first.
Joyce, can't you read a map?
I'm trying to, it's just...
Just what? Come on, I have to make an announcement to the driver. Joyce, make it snappy. Joyce.
I can't focus.
You're holding the map upside down.
But that's the way we're going.
Joyce, you're getting us all lost.
I know we're here.
Here? Where? I'll have to stop the driver. Recalculating route. Okay, that will keep them at bay.
I found it.
Too late. We passed that intersection miles ago.
I.
Wait, no, you're fired, Joyce. Get out of here now. No, leave the map. At least one of us can read it. And why is my coffee cold?
Joyce thought this was the end. Later that night, over drinks with her friend Cindy.
Cindy, what am I to do?
That guy was a jerk. Forget about him.
What's happening in your life, Cindy?
I dumped him.
You mean?
Yes, Mr. Stripe facing up gone.
Where did you two meet?
I was parked in a garage and heard this voice. He said,
Please insert your parking ticket with a stripe facing up and to the right.
You know, Joyce, I've heard it all the parking and unloading lines, but there was something about this one.
Was it the stripe facing up?
That, and then to the right. I just had to find out what that would be like.
And?
It was a lot of fun for a while, but do you know me? I need plenty of variety. Plus there was this thing about his mother.
A little unhealthy?
Little, that's an understatement. She was the ticket machine next to him. He wouldn't go anywhere without her.
Another round of cocktails, ladies. Same again.
Yes, but I'll have mine with extra diesel this time. I want to party tonight.
I have exactly the same as before.
You got it.
Joyce, I have heard on the grapevine about the GPS opening. Go see Morty tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
It's not exactly above board.
What do you mean by that?
I go back a long way with Morty. In fact, he gave me my first break. But,
Cindy,
you'll at least be able to finally go solo. Look at it as an experience. Where are those cocktails?
Joyce goes to see Morty the very next day, hungover from the night before.
So Joyce, what GPS experience have you had so far?
I have been an assistant GPS.
We run solo here, Joyce.
Just what I'm after.
Good. You'll be placed in a rental car.
Oh, so it won't be just one owner?
No, the good thing about this is that you'll be working mostly for tourists. They usually don't know where they are going themselves. Hello. Yeah. It just so happens I have someone who fits the bill sitting here with me right now. Cute blonde. I'll send her over. Hey kid, ever worked off the grid?
Off the grid?
Yeah, no map, flying blind.
Isn't that being irresponsible with the directions?
It appeals to a certain clientele, thrill seekers.
Sounds a little risky.
So if you get a little lost, no sweat. Also you can take them the long way. They're not looking for any shortcuts. Also you may need to play act a little, different voices. That sort of thing.
Why can't I just be myself?
Honey, you need to be who they want you to be.
Joyce had finally made it. She was her own GPS operator, now on her way. As a young girl, Joyce used to dress up in other voices, but thought it strange that others would pay her to do this.
Calculating route.
Like for many who work on the road, finding love was always difficult. But then, one day, in a parking garage, she heard,
Bring your ticket with you and pay at the pay station in the lobby before you leave.
She couldn't believe her ears. This was the man of her dreams, but she was too shy to approach him. She thought herself invisible and meekly stayed in the car. But then, astounded, Joyce turned to the parking machine.
Excuse me, are you talking to me?
Joyce was blushing by now.
Yes, how can I help you?
Entry gate.
Excuse me?
Entry gate.
Entry gate? What do you mean by that?
Reservation.
But then she remembered something her more experienced friend Cindy once said about ticket machines.
They don't have much to say for themselves. You know, they have a limited vocabulary, but they make up for it in other ways. If you know what I mean. They are a bit clumsy in asking you out. You have to do all the talking.
Joyce was being asked out on a date by the parking machine. Unsure of how this all worked, she arranged a double date with Cindy.
What do you think of him, Cindy?
He's a little repetitive.
Hotel visitors. Bring your ticket with you and pay at the pay station in the lobby before you leave.
Joyce, I think you have a workaholic on your hands here.
And your date couldn't make it tonight, Cindy?
He had to work again.
And what does he do?
He's the voice of a drive-in fast food restaurant.
I thought humans did the work.
Not anymore.
And so it went on into the night. Next time you think your GPS is malfunctioning and doesn't really know where it's going, spare a thought for what's really going on inside there before they announce,
"You have arrived at your destination."
You have been listening to The Landing Strip. Come visit us at thelandingstrip.tv.